Virgo singles, hello and welcome to your weekly reading with Angelic, Ascensions Tarot. My name is Angela. Keep in mind that this reading can vary for everyone, including the details and the outcome, because it is only general. And please be sure, don't make any life-changing decisions based on a general reading. Feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for more clarity. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. For more clarity if you need it. So you're dealing with a Pisces even, possibly. Someone is like a diva. Okay, someone is maybe making your life a bit difficult. Yeah, Sagittarius. Or it could be an Aries or Leo. It can be in their Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. Okay, so you're dealing with someone that decided not to stick in the equation. Someone has left, but this is past tense. It could even be present, like recent past for some of you, because some of you could have recently become single. Even though this person may have been a bit underhanded, done you dirty to some degree, you haven't really turned your back on the situation. Okay, well, you do have someone that wants to come forward, Virgo, make an offer. Or this could be you, because we do have the Knight of Pentacles, so that could very well be you. So maybe you have a child involved with someone else. You could be in a co-parenting type of situation. Maybe someone was childish to you. There could have been this childish communication between you and someone that you dealt with in the past. Who could have been an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You severed the ties with this person. You walked away because you were tired of the dramatics. But you have someone coming forward to make an offer and they want to begin again with you. And Virgo, this could be on your mind. You could have a Pisces on your mind. No, what's kind of causing you to hesitate is because you feel like you're in the dark about things. You feel like you don't know important things that there are to know about this person, about their situation, about their... Okay, so if they have a child doesn't even necessarily have to be yours. There could be a child in the equation that's not yours, and you're not sure if that child's other parent is involved in the picture. Now, in the past, there was issues, obviously, because someone was not consistent in the relationship. And there was obviously infidelity. And yeah, see that? Trickery. Smoke and mirrors, deception. Someone playing games. But the issue is, Virgo, you haven't moved on from this person. You're making an offer. It looks like, Virgo, you're taking action on this now. You've been going back and forth, right? And you've been thinking about it for quite a while. But it looks like, Virgo, you're taking action. You're reaching out this week. Or you could have a Virgo near you reaching out to you. So you're dealing with someone that you feel is, you know, someone that you can't trust. You're recognizing this, but you're still holding on to the relationship. And obviously there's a separation between the two of you. And this could easily be a soulmate connection, possibly even with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Okay, I'm also seeing Aries, because I was seeing fire. Okay, not good. The Magician and the Seven of Swords. Someone was really, truly playing games. They weren't playing for keeps. They weren't trying to be around. They were giving you the runaround. Things weren't moving forward. It's like things were just in a place of stagnation. It's like the two of you were together for a very long time. Nothing moved forward. This person was hot and cold and eventually left the equation. This left you with a lot of anxiety, and there could have, like I said, been a Sag involved. And so you haven't quite healed from the situation, but it looks like someone is regretting The past. You regret the past, Virgo. Now, you're leaving the past behind. All the past worries, all the past dramatics and shenanigans, and you're moving forward and you're going to make an offer. You are serious this time, it looks like. You're making a romantic gesture. You could even, okay, you're definitely making some type of offer. Could have something to do with, like I said, a co-parenting situation. But it's apparent that in this relationship, you didn't feel loved or nurtured by a Gemini. But you've made a decision and you're going after what it is that you want. You've been hesitant because of the past, because you're looking back at the past and realizing that things weren't always on the up and up between you and this person. Things became unhappy at home. But it looks like you've become wiser after everything that you've gone through. So yes, there's been time and space between the two of you. Maybe perhaps you've been in other relationships. And so now you're looking back at all the other relationships that you've been in, and you're realizing that, you know, this is the one that was the right one. I wish that I didn't ruin it the way that I did. You know, that could be what's on your mind, Virgo. So like I said, you're not hesitating any longer. You're going after what it is that you want, and you want a new beginning with someone that you've been thinking about. And so here it is, the offer. You're making a commitment this time. Ace after ace, you're definitely wanting a new beginning. It's very clear. A lot of major arcana are taking place. So this is a lot of change, sudden change, significant change that's coming into your life. But, excuse me, it looks like this is a change for the better because you're going after exactly what it is that you want. So you're leaving behind past drama, past conflict, past trust issues, and you're hoping that the two of you can start fresh. You were dealing with someone that was kind of capitalizing on the situation, just in the situation for whatever it was that they could gain. And this could have been you, Virgo, or a Taurus, or a Capricorn. And now you're thinking about the future, you're thinking ahead, and you want a family. You want something for the long haul, something that's going to last. You want to leave a legacy and leave behind all the heartache and the shenanigans and the games. Because it looks like either you were dealing with a Libra, or it doesn't even have to be and you want to make things right. So here's a new beginning. You've gotten all 4 aces in your reading. So it's completely obvious what direction you're headed in, what it is that you're looking for. You're no longer the hermit, where you've gone within and you're thinking about things. You've come to some type of realization. You've thought things through. Your perspective on things has changed. And so you're moving forward. And yeah, you've been very slow and methodical about your approach, but you know which direction you want to go in. You're not worried about it anymore. You're no longer confused. And you've got your eye on the prize and you're moving forward. Now, 1 second. Trapped in fear, obviously. You were trapped in fear. Or your partner was. Because there was infidelity. Maybe your partner was afraid, you know, not to go back into this relationship with you because of past infidelity, trapped in fear, because there was obviously temptation that took place here. Someone stepped out on you. And so there's obviously trust issues. This could also be you, what's been taking you so long through this journey, Virgo, because this has been going on for quite some time. But again, it's general. So everyone doesn't see the light at the same time. So this could be why it's dragging on, because some people, like I said, they're just coming to a realization. Not really coming to a realization. It's like you've been thinking about it for quite some time. You've been taking your time, and now you're sure. And you're coming at this situation with certainty. Partnerships and alliances. And that's what you're going after. Now, as it pertains to work, looks like you're severing the ties. You're letting it go. You're willing to take the loss, it looks like. Or this could be you finding out abruptly that your job has ended. You know, you might have a boss who's very cutthroat, wants things done a particular way. Maybe not even one, because I've got the Emperor as well. Okay, some authority figures in your work situation who are very watchful, very by the book in what it is that they expect. And maybe in the past this caused a lot of drama. And it looks like, Virgo, you didn't back down from that drama. You know? Or you were the go-getter in this situation and you had people that you thought had your back, right? People that were supposed to back you up. But they were talking behind your back, creating a lot of drama and chaos behind your back. Because maybe you're the type of person that goes into things. No, I can't even say that about Virgo. I can't say that you're the type of person that rushes in and doesn't really think about things and that you're very reckless unless you have another sign in your zodiac, in your immediate chart that causes you to act that way, because we're not always in our sun sign. We can switch from different signs in our zodiac. In other words, I'm an Aquarius sun. I'm also on the Capricorn cusp. So I can switch back and forth. I can be in Aquarius. I'm usually in my Aquarius or my Cancer mode. Cancer is my sun sign. So in other words, you can veer over to a different zodiac sign and start to act more like that sign and not necessarily act like you would in your Virgo mode. So maybe it's kind of difficult for me to even think a Virgo would do that, because you guys are so fixated, kind of set in your ways, kind of. And I don't mean that in a negative way. But anyway, not to stay on that subject too long. So you were dealing with a lot of immaturity and a lot of games. There's people kind of like snakes in the grass, I want to say. You weren't getting paid what you felt that you were worth anyway. So you're feeling like the right thing to do is to sever the ties and walk away from the situation. You're accepting it. You're saying, you know what, this is better because something better is coming along. And that's what that Ace of Pentacles was about. And with that Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, you're also getting a second chance in love. So you're getting a 2-for-1 situation. You're getting a better job because you might be moving, traveling, etc. from a situation. If you are traveling, there could be travel delays. Okay, but it looks like it's all going to work out in your favor. Like if there's a lot of urgency that you're moving behind. You have a lot of urgency. Now, okay, where maybe in the past it wasn't so urgent, but now something is causing you to rush ahead. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius. But you're leaving that old situation behind. You're leaving it out in the cold in favor of some situation, a job that pays you better, much better, 10 times better, 10 of Pentacles. Looks like you're leaving behind situations. Maybe you're leaving behind a child even. And so, yeah, that can be heartbreaking for you. But it looks like you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about expansion. And you're not wanting to turn your wheels and, you know, not go anywhere. Spinning in space, running in space. I'm sorry, running in place is what I'm trying to say. You're wanting to move ahead. And so that's what I'm seeing. This is what that means for me, Virgo. This is you going full steam ahead for what it is that you want. You got the eye on the prize. You're not backing down. Yes, heartache and loss because you're leaving behind things that are very familiar to you. Because you could be traveling. You could be relocating. You grieved the heartache and loss of this relationship. Okay. But you're realizing what the wise decisions are. Okay, yeah, you were allowing fear to slow you down in the past, but now you're seeing hope in the situation because you you've gained a different perspective on things. Oh yeah, definitely. The Star card. Communication between you and this person could have been blocked. Yeah, so there could be a period of time. Yeah, you're going to come out of all of this worry and confusion and disrupt old patterns that were keeping you stuck and bound in a situation in favor of a new beginning. You're giving birth to new ideas, new situations. You're leaving behind the past. Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay, so a lot of cards just came out for you. Throat chakra. It's like you're speaking things into existence. You're realizing how powerful you really are. How much power you really have to change a situation. But I'm also feeling like there was a lot of verbal commotion between you and someone else. Good cards. Shadow. Someone's facing their fear. Kind of, maybe this is how someone got to the place of wisdom, right? Someone was looking at themselves in the mirror, the yin and yang of things, realizing that they want to bring balance to themselves, right? Because I'm seeing that you're seeing things differently now. You're no longer wanting to be complacent, right? You're thinking of newness. So this is you reaching out for a new beginning. Leaving the fear behind, leaving the conflict and defeat behind, because you had a lot of conflict and drama, and there was people behind the scenes stirring that up for you. Someone was maybe trying to get you fired, but they're thinking that they're doing you dirty, but it ends up working out better for you in the end. On the back end of things, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, so it all works out for you. Relationship-wise, it looks like you're reaching out for that second chance, and that brings harmony. Heart chakra, you're willing to put your heart on the line again. Open up your heart because you're not happy where you are. You're not happy without this person. So yes, of course, you've had some time to think about things, get grounded, get centered, and figure out what it is that you want. You weren't sure which direction you wanted to go in the past, but now you're certain. All right, you're moving with the certainty of the Emperor, the wisdom of the Emperor, justice. You're wanting to make things right. Like you're realizing that, yeah, see that in the past, you didn't know what it is that you wanted. A lot of confusion, a lot of scattered thoughts. So yeah, you've come to terms with the emotional loss of it all. But now you're building a future, a foundation, and being recognized for getting accolade for all your achievements and everything that you put toward this situation. Because Virgo, it looks like, yeah, you're the type of sign that goes for what it is that you want. Yeah, you take your time to think about things. You definitely lay a strategy before you take action. So you could have been tempted to leave that job in the past, but you were figuring, you know, how am I going to pay the bills? So that's what kept you hanging on in the situation, but you weren't happy where you were on that job. So, Holy Spirit, what else do you have for Virgo singles? What are the details? Love. So you see how the person in the picture is there, right? So this person isn't literally in your life, but you're thinking about someone. They're thinking about you, wishing that the two of you could reconnect. So maybe you've learned how to love yourself after all was said and done. Maybe you had issues with self-love in the past. You know, because of all of the lies and the drama and the infidelity, then there could have obviously been self-love issues. Yeah, but you faced a lot of sadness because maybe at the time you didn't quite understand why everything was happening. You felt like things were falling apart when they were actually falling in place for you. Virgo, singles, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. I think I'm done with this deck. Virgo, acceptance. You've seen things for what they really are. You've accepted the part that you played in the scenario. And you're rushing in to make things right. See that? Your goal is to transform your situation, but with you embodying the characteristics of the Emperor in this situation, you become wise. You see things from a different perspective. So you've gone through a lot of internal changes as well. But it looks like your goal is to transform your life. Career, finances, love. Because you're thinking about the future. You're wanting to progress. Like I said, you're not wanting to run in place. Look at this. Self-love came up twice. Self-love. Focus. Come on, camera, focus. Self-love. And self-love. Lesson learned. You're doing things that are right for you, even if it means leaving certain people behind. Because I believe that was happening with Virgo before, like a few weeks ago, maybe like a month back, maybe like 6 weeks back. It's like God is elevating you and bringing you to another level. Let me let you know. I do mention God in my readings. I don't belong to any particular religion. Because I realized that someone made a comment about that. No, I'm not a Christian. No, I don't follow any particular religion, but I do believe in God. But anyway, replenish. So you're putting work back into you. You're putting that self-love back into you because you've come to the realization, right? Because you're the Emperor, you've become wise, and you're realizing that you have to feed, you have to give to yourself. That you can't diminish yourself. You have to replenish, right? Maybe a lot of you have been having a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worries. So you're taking care of yourself. Yeah, some of you could be exhausted. Triggers. So now you're realizing what there were certain triggers in the relationship that maybe, because I'm seeing that someone was cheating. There was a lot of infidelity. Something was triggering something, or something is now triggering a new beginning. Someone felt trapped in their situation. Sorry, I'm waiting for the camera to focus. Entrapment. See that? Someone felt trapped and stuck in their situation. So they had to think things through in order to get out of it. But it looks like, Virgo, you found a way to do that. To come to terms with things in your life. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo singles. Virgo. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your dreams into reality. So that's what it is. That's why there's a need to replenish. All right, for you to get some sleep. Okay, because it looks like you're going to be getting some guidance, some intuitive ideas through your sleep. So this card, Spirit is recommending that you write these things down. Write down these ideas because they're being divinely guided and they're going to bring you to this Ten of Pentacles type of place. This is going to entail you facing your financial fears. Because it's going to involve you taking a leap of faith, leaving something behind. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. And you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So it looks like you're having to leave behind self-doubt, fear. I'm sorry if you can hear noise. So Virgo, this is going to entail you facing fears and self-doubt. And maybe that's what's been holding you back for a while. Well, it's not a bad idea to exercise to increase your manifestation abilities. Okay, it says, Virgo, the key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy levels. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. So definitely when you're out in nature, this has a way of increasing your manifestation abilities. It gives you a way of being grounded and getting centered so that you can focus on what it is that you want, because it looks like you're dreaming about something and you have abundance coming your way because you come up Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles come up in your reading. But it's going to entail you releasing resentments about money. It says, yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So you're leaving behind old situations. Situations where maybe you felt some resentment about money because you weren't getting what it is that you were paid. You felt like you were putting out a lot of work, but not getting paid in return for what it is that you were putting out there for. Things are going to change. Things have the potential to look up for you, but it's going to require you to, get centered and get grounded and figure out. But it looks like you're already on the right track. You've already figured out what you wanted and you're going for it this week, Virgo, or at least this month. So Virgo, this concludes your weekly reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. I hope that this reading helped. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, I am taking readings. And you can book on my website. You can also reach out to me on Instant Go. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I will see you next week. Bye for now.